Hey, what's up guys? My name is Josh Coan, and if you've watched any of my videos, you have seen behind me at least a portion of my Diecast Car Collection. I'm a NASCAR fan, and I've collected some pretty cool diecast over the years since I started watching, probably in the mid-90s as a kid, watching Jeff Gordon. So been a fan of, I'm a Chevy guy. My dad's a Chevy guy, was raised driving only Chevys. So what I'm going to do now is I know you guys have only seen like a few of mine behind me. I'm going to take some time and show you my Diecast Car Collection. I think I've said this before to you guys if you know me. I think NASCAR Diecast cars are the greatest sports paraphernalia, memorabilia that you can get, because the cars are cool, they look cool, the designs of them, and you can actually like kind of own a small version of what they race on the track, which is unlike anything else. And the price is, they're probably more than I need to spend on toy cars, but the price isn't that out of control. Cheaper than a jersey for other sports teams, and jerseys, players come and go. This is history. It's like a piece of history always locked in. Like, this will always be a part of history, even if they drove that car for just one race. In fact, that's what kind of makes it cooler if you can get a car that was only raced one time. I have a whole bunch of like little 1/64th scale ones. I'm not going to go into those just because I have too many of them. There are a couple of the 1/64th scale that I want to get bigger versions of because I really like them and just haven't yet, or haven't spent the money on them yet. There are some that are some of my favorite cars. So maybe I'll do another one where I talk just 1/64th scales. But for now, I'm just talking about these. So the shelves are kind of empty behind me. I try to fill them in with a little bit. But if you're wondering why, that's why. Because these all sit on the top shelf it goes actually all the way down this wall. So there are 20 of them that I'm going to show you today. First one I'm going to show you is this Jeff Gordon right here, 2003. Obviously bigger than a 1/24th scale. The only one I have of this size, but for me, this is I was in high school. This is classic Jeff Gordon. 2003, the Flames. This is what I remember. This is what I think of first when I think of Jeff Gordon. Speaking of iconic, Dale Earnhardt. This is a 1999, which is this is the Dale Earnhardt that I think of. The 99 GM Goodwrench. This is Dale Earnhardt to me. This is the Intimidator. I grew up as a Jeff Gordon fan, so when Jimmy Johnson came on board, fan of him as well. So this is Jimmy Johnson. This is actually his rookie year, 2002. I didn't buy it his rookie year because those were hard to find, and they actually sold out quite a bit his rookie year because everybody knew he was going to be great. Didn't know he was going to be that great. 7-time champion, but this is his rookie car, so this one's pretty special to me. I do like rookie cars. I think it's cool when you have the yellow bumpers. So I have the Kevin Harvick, again, another one I bought later, but 2001 rookie car with the yellow bumpers. I got mini ones, like a 1/64 scale when he was a rookie. But I just sprung for the 1/24 scale recently when Harvick took over for Dale Earnhardt back in 2001. To me, this is very iconic. This is cool to me to have the rookie car when Kevin Harvick took over. You will notice these are all Chevys. I will not buy any other diecast. I don't care if my favorite drivers switch to a different, Kevin Harvick's in a Ford now. Will not buy any of his Ford cars. When Jeff Gordon left the 24, Chase Elliott took over for him. He is currently my favorite driver, my favorite current driver. This is his rookie car, yellow bumpers on the back. Took over the 24, so immediately became my favorite. Obviously, still my favorite in the 9. I got a few number 24 rookie cars. This is William Byron, who's in the 24 now. His rookie car, I actually really like this, the dark blue with the flames. And then obviously the original 24, Jeff Gordon's my favorite driver, so his rookie car with the rainbow stripes. This is when I started watching NASCAR. This was why, for this car right here. So this is definitely my favorite car. Another car that I really like is Dale Earnhardt, the Dark Knight Rises car. He won at Michigan with this. It was already one of my favorite schemes when they revealed it, the black. I was a big fan of this, and then the fact that he won in this car made it a must get for sure. Glad I got this Dark Knight Rises Dale Jr. Got another Jimmy Johnson. Won a championship this year, which if you just randomly buy a Jimmie Johnson car, there's a decent chance he won a championship in that car. So this is one that he did win in. This was when they had the spoilers for that brief moment before they realized it made cars fly. Kevin Harvick, eventually his white evolved into this. One of my favorite schemes. Saw Harvick win at Phoenix. I've only been to 2 races in my life. One of them was in Phoenix. I saw Kevin Harvick win in this car. One of my favorite schemes as a kid for sure, with the black and the silver. And then they did like a reverse version of that, which I thought was fun. Got one of those too, so it's got the silver and then the black on there. This is actually one of the few current diecasts that I have. Chase Elliott, like I said, is my favorite driver. It's actually a couple years old, but an active driver. He drives, it's a little bit different now, the paint, but essentially this is the car that he has. Chase Elliott, like I said, my favorite driver, so I got the Napa hat. This one's kind of random because it's a Busch Series car, but it's Kevin Harvick drove Reese's. I love orange, is my favorite color, and I love Reese's peanut butter cups, best candy ever made. So when he was racing that, I had to get a version of that, even though it's a Busch Series car. But I like the orange, and I love Reese's. Another bright orange car is this. Is a Jeff Burton. He was in a Chevy for a while, so I got his car again because I liked orange. I thought it was cool, bright. I actually saw Jeff Burton win, not in this car, but he's the other driver that I saw win at Texas. Random, singular, doesn't exist anymore. Let's stick with bright orange. This is a Jeff Gordon reverse scheme. So the classic standard blue with the flames, but reverse. So it's a bright orange car with the blue flames. Got the Dale Earnhardt Amp Energy 88 when he first came to Hendrick. This is the car that he drove. I really liked the scheme, and I liked Dale Earnhardt Jr., so I'm glad that he came to Hendrick. Hendrick's my favorite Hendrick is my favorite team. I'm always a fan of Hendrick guys. So when Dale Jr. came over to Hendrick, had to get his car also because I drank Amp Energy. Mountain Dew is my favorite. So when Dale Jr. came to my favorite team, with Mountain Dew as a sponsor, I was super excited, so I had to get one of these. Which is why I got this one, which is just the Mountain Dew Dale Jr. throwback car. This is one of my favorites. I really like this one. Also bought Kevin Harvick when he raced in the Truck Series for a couple races. It looks like his original paint scheme that he had in the Cup Series, only it's 92 instead of 29. But I always thought it was cool. It's the only truck that I own. In the 124 scale. I have a couple small trucks, but thought it was really cool that it was like his original scheme, like which I said was a favorite of mine as a kid. This is another Jeff Gordon. I wish I had more Jeff Gordons actually, but because I was a fan of him as a kid, you don't always have a lot of money as a kid, so this is one when I graduated college, had some money, bought this. This was like classic, with the black. I was a big fan of this. The black, like the classic hot rod look, with the black and red and yellow flames. Big fan of this one. I feel like I'm saying I'm a big fan of this a lot, but that's why I bought them. I don't buy just random diecasts because I don't spend the money on them. But the ones that I really like, I like. There's still some more. I got a list, believe me, of ones that I want to get. But typically these are the ones I buy, the ones that I really like. So the last one here might be my favorite, other than maybe that Jeff Gordon rookie car. I got a couple that I like. But this one, for a few reasons, Jeff Gordon's 1999 Star Wars Episode 1 is so iconic to me. When this paint scheme came out, I had to get it. I knew it was going to be my favorite. I was young enough in 99 that I went and saw Star Wars Episode 1 3 times in the theaters. Loved that movie, thought it was fun. I was actually young enough to think Jar Jar Binks was funny. I didn't hate Jar Jar. I understand how annoying he is, but at the time I was young enough that I thought he was funny, and I was a big Episode 1 fan. So when my favorite driver, this is actually his Busch Series, but Pepsi sponsored, Star Wars put together, I had to get this car. So this was my favorite, like, holy grail car for a while. That is my collection, at least my 124th and bigger collection. I got a lot of little ones. Maybe I'll get to that at some point. But really, I want to know in the comments what your favorite was. What was your favorite of these? What's one maybe that I should get, or show me some pictures of your collections in the comments below. I want to see what you guys got, because like I said, I think diecasts are the coolest collectible you can get. NASCAR Diecast are so much fun, and I want to see what collection you guys have. It's one of my favorite things to do is see other people's collection too, and maybe get some ideas. Let me know what you think. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, tell your friends, and I'll see you next time.